Hi, I'm Sandy Schroeck for LBR Inspires, and today we're going to be creating a fabulous butterfly garden. It's a design that really draws a customer in. Many times we say, add a bird or a butterfly and watch it walk out the door. So we're going to look at a design that really takes advantage of that garden feeling. It really gives each flower a space for it to live. The design is in a vertical presence in it, and I've used some curly willow where you can see on both of these. I have the ceramic container in 2 sizes. So this would be something that you can make for your website. And we want to think about it, having it, call it Butterfly Garden, and that it can be made in assorted bright colors so that you can do a recipe that would have 1 gerb in or 2 gerbs in the larger one, 1 astro, 1 lily, and they can be a variety of colors. Butterflies come in all kinds of different colors, and the butterfly is actually the symbol of rebirth. So it's also a talking point that you can connect with your customer and kind of give them that story. So let's take a look at creating this design. So to start this design, here we're using the larger container of the 2, but the techniques that I'm using is the same. It's just less flowers, but the basing is the same. I've taken Oasis foam and filled the container and cut it to be flat with the container so I don't have that extra foam to hide on there. And then we're just going to do a little bit of a basing technique that's using a variety of mosses rather than one. It just gives us a little bit of different textural differences. So it gives that garden presence of how you walk through those different textures. And you can also, a lot of the middle is empty. So just add some of the rocks down in there, like it's a little pathway as well. So it can just add a fun little textural difference so you can see that I'm starting with that. The next thing that we're going to use is our curly willow. And so we're going to start framing with that. And you want to think about pulling this container. I'm actually going to pull it right to the edge of my table. Now this one's a shorter piece, so you can come in. And as we're placing these, you'll see that the curly willow is going to control what's framing in and also control the eye. So you see the one placement has come into the design. Now if I go here, this is going to take my eye through that visual path and out of the design. So rather than that, I'm going to come in, going to be able to cut this into 2 pieces here. And so I'm going to utilize this one. You just have to look a little bit at where the bumps are when you're placing it, and you can just put it beside to kind of see how the direction that you need to go as you're placing that, so that those visual path comes in and really frames your design. On this, I've got a cut end there. I can take a chrysanthemum leaf and just color that in green, and that'll just get a little bit darker, but it eliminates that white end. So you are able to use some of those side shoots and not have it that cut visible. So we're coming here, and then I'm going to add a 4th one on the back side. Holding it beside and then determining the placement so I can see that we have a great transparent structure to be able to design in. So the next thing I'm going to do is so on the larger one, we're using a lily. And rather than it being a focal, where it traditionally is sometimes down here, well, we really want to show the value of that. So we've got a great len bush grown lily. So we're going to put it up on the top side. But you can see if I left all that foliage on, it would have a lot more confusing lines and add a lot more dominance to the arrangement. Here you can see the difference of cleaning that foliage off. So I get a little bit more linear presence rather than having all of the foliage on. So we are going to clean up those things. As I pull my container here, I can judge the proportion of that. So I'm going to put this stem in, and I'm going to come down to 1 inch below the bottom of the container. So I'm getting that great stem insertion that I'm going to be able to get a good water drink for that lily. It's going to be down in the foam, so that if they don't add water ever, that it's going to have access to that lower inch of the foam where the water is going to go down into. So that's one of my largest flowers. Next thing that we're going to do is add an alstroemeria. And each one of these flowers, we want to be able to have its own space. So I'm going to come here and look and then cut my flowers. So now I know it's going to come in. And so I just look for that placement and then come in. So it's stair stepping down a little bit into the design. And then I've got a couple of gerbs. And so we want those to dance back and forth. And you can see that I came from the back side to the front side. Now the gerbs, I'm going to come from side to side here to here. Hold it up and figure out where I'm going to do that cut. So I do one good insertion down in, and then it has its own space to live. And then lastly, that last stair step down, just coming in on the other side so that your eye plays back and forth. And that's really that key to that transparency, is to get your eye to move throughout that design. Another thing that we can use is something like a button mum, and take off some of those different laterals and some of the foliage. And then I can make something like this change from more of a mass flower to a line flower. So I'm going to put one piece of this up in this area. And then a couple of the blossoms, the buds, I'm going to bring down in this area. And still staying with that vertical placement, so the heads are turning up to the sun. So I don't have anything, rather than, see the gerbs, you can see that transparency of the side. I don't have the flowers facing toward you. With the vertical placement, you really want to draw somebody into it. So you use that sideways placement that they can see the top of the flower when they're looking down over it, but also see the beauty of the side profile of the flower. And it just adds that additional depth into the design. So as we continue here, the next thing I'm going to add is a rose. Roses people equate with value, and so I'm just going to put one in, but put it in quite a dominant area, and it's in the same color range as some of the other pieces, but also has its own space. So it comes down in, and then just a little bit of basing coming in with these two carnations right down on the rim of the container, just to bring that eye down to that container edge so it feels like it's anchored onto the design. So I really control the eye movement coming down. I'm going to add in a couple of the butterflies, and these are butterflies on wires. And so I just take them and bent it down so that they look like they're flying in and out of this arrangement here. Little pathway, have them go in a couple different directions. And then we're going to come in just lastly with a little bit of heather just to reinforce that framing of that composition with the curly willow, and just add a little bit more depth and dimension. But this is also, you saw that you need to pay attention to which way that it curves into the design and make sure it is complementary to your other lines within the design and doesn't lead it out like this one's acting up a little bit. Then we're just going to finish up the design with a couple salal leaves in that same upright placement. So the smaller ones, so that we don't have too much dominance that come in, but it just adds a little bit of that fresh look, like you're strolling through the garden and have that little bit different textural influence. So here's our butterfly garden design that you can see they can do in a couple price points. Could also do a larger version as well in more of a dish garden side. It's a great linear design that does a little bit more with the flower placement, really giving that extra value presence to each floral material that you have in the composition. So if you like this design, make sure and give us a thumbs up. Look at that bell down there and subscribe so that anytime we upload videos, that you get a notification. Our YouTube channel has a variety of videos on there, educational, product previews, and also business talks. So we hope that you'll subscribe and join us next time to create some fabulous florals.